Have you ever trusted someone so deeply that when they broke it, it felt like a piece of you shattered too? It's a quiet kind of pain, the kind that doesn't scream, but lingers in silence. You start doubting your choices, your instincts, your worth. But here's the truth. When trust is shattered, your story isn't over. It's just shifting from pain to power. Healing begins not when they say sorry, but when you decide to rebuild yourself with dignity. Because your peace is worth more than any explanation you never received. Today, we'll talk about how to heal, rebuild, and choose dignity when trust breaks, and how to rise with strength instead of bitterness. When trust breaks, it feels like something inside you collapses. The memories replay again and again, and even when you try to move forward, the smallest reminder brings the pain rushing back. People might tell you to move on, but they don't understand that healing doesn't start by forgetting. It starts by allowing yourself to feel. You were sincere, and that sincerity deserves to be honored, not buried. Grieving the loss of trust isn't weakness. It's a form of self-respect. Every honest emotion you allow yourself to feel becomes a doorway to clarity. Don't numb it, don't deny it. Sit with the ache until it softens. The pain you're feeling today is not permanent. It's the soul's way of cleansing what was never meant to stay. Betrayal makes you question your worth, as if someone else's dishonesty means you weren't enough. But their actions were never a mirror of your value, only a reflection of their choices. The hardest part is not losing trust in them, but rebuilding it within yourself. Remind yourself that your ability to trust was an act of courage, not a mistake. Being genuine in a deceptive world takes strength. When you stop seeing your openness as a flaw and start recognizing it as integrity, the healing begins. After trust is broken, you might feel the urge to pull away from everyone, to protect yourself so deeply that no one can ever get close again. But protecting your peace doesn't mean closing your heart. It means learning how to guard it with wisdom. Boundaries aren't about punishment, they're about balance. They tell the world where respect begins and where disrespect ends. Without them, you end up drained, resentful, and unsure of who you are trying to please. Setting boundaries after betrayal is an act of healing, not hostility. It's you saying, I've learned what hurts me, and I won't allow it again. You can still be kind and open, but you no longer have to be available to everything. Boundaries teach you that peace is not found in saying yes to everyone. It's found in saying yes to yourself first. Sometimes you wait for the one who hurt you to admit their mistake, to say sorry, to validate your pain. But waiting for closure from the same place that broke you keeps you tied to the past. The truth is, closure doesn't come from words. It comes from acceptance. When you stop chasing explanations, you start creating peace. You don't need their apology to heal. You need your permission to move forward. Forgiveness, in this sense, isn't about erasing what happened but releasing its control over your peace. Closure is not the moment they understand you. It's the moment you stop needing them to. When trust has been broken, the first person you stop believing in is often yourself. You replay the signs you ignored, the choices you made, and you start doubting your own intuition. But healing begins the moment you turn that doubt into self-awareness. Rebuilding trust doesn't start with others, it starts with you. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, even a small one, you repair that inner bond. Wake up when you said you would. Speak kindly when you feel frustrated. Follow through on your word, even when no one's watching. These little acts rebuild the foundation of self-respect that betrayal might have shaken. You become someone you can depend on again. Self-trust isn't arrogance. It's quiet confidence. The kind that tells you that no matter who leaves, you'll still be standing. When your trust is broken, anger often feels like the only language left. You want to defend yourself, prove your worth, or expose what was done to you. But reaction drains the same energy you need for healing. Dignity, on the other hand, is power under control. It's choosing silence when chaos expects noise. When you respond with calm, you reclaim your peace. Dignity doesn't mean you ignore what happened. It means you refuse to let it define your character. Every moment you resist reacting in anger, you grow stronger in wisdom. You show that your peace is not negotiable, and that is how strength quietly reclaims its voice. It's easy to look back and label yourself as foolish for trusting the wrong person or blind for not seeing the signs. But those labels only keep you stuck in regret. Every painful experience carries something valuable. A lesson about who deserves your energy, how to set limits, and what truly matters. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" That shift changes everything. Pain turns into perspective. You begin to see that what you went through didn't break you. It prepared you. Growth doesn't always come wrapped in comfort. Sometimes it comes through disappointment. The moment you stop blaming yourself and start learning from the experience, the same event that once weakened you begins to strengthen you. Pain becomes your teacher, not your identity. There comes a time when you must trust that everything unfolded exactly as it needed to. Even the losses, even the delays. When you stop fighting the past, you create space for peace to enter. Sometimes what you thought was betrayal was actually protection, a divine redirection saving you from something unseen. Life has a way of removing what's not aligned with your purpose, even if it hurts at first. Trusting divine wisdom doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop carrying what isn't meant for you. When you believe that there's meaning even in what broke you, the weight begins to lift. Peace returns not because everything is fixed, but because you finally understand that nothing was wasted. When trust shatters, remember, you are not broken. You are being reshaped. Every betrayal can either harden you or refine you. Choose refinement. Choose dignity. You deserve a peace that doesn't depend on anyone's honesty, only your own integrity. You can heal. You can rebuild. You can trust again, not blindly but wisely. Share your thoughts below. How are you healing today?